Your eyes are not deceiving you. Yes, it is either Monday night when you're seeing this or Tuesday morning, or hopefully maybe sometime in the near future you're going back to watch this video. But this is episode number 90. The numbering is purely coincidental, but I'm now returning back to a weekly show, or a daily show, sorry, for Project 2020. I've been back to work now for about 2 months. The scheduling is working out properly, and I really think it's time to return the show to being more about the cards and less about the other things going on. So going forward, every night, Monday through Friday, I'll post up a video talking about the cards that were released. I'm also going to talk about the print runs that were maybe announced that day. Sometimes there will not be a print run announcement, and also do an 8 o'clock p.m. PST pre-order update of the cards that released that morning. I still am undecided on the Sunday show, but I'm going to keep it on the schedule for right now, just because I want to use that as maybe like a big topic show, talk about kind of what's going on, maybe big picture in Project 2020. But for now, Monday through Friday, midnight or 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, midnight back east, I'll have these episodes up. And today is episode number 90, and we're going to talk about the Willie Mays by Naturel and the Mark McGwire, Matt Taylor. First up on Monday morning for week number 29 in Project 2020 is card number 275, otherwise known as Willie Mays by Naturel. So anyone who's followed me for this journey around Project 2020, you know Naturel is one of my favorite artists, and this again is another classic design by Naturel. And when you really look at the card, there is a real 3D effect to it, and I think his design style works very well for Willie Mays and the design of the actual card, or the actual rookie card of Willie Mays. But when you take a look at Naturel's collection to this point, this is now Naturel's 14th card in Project 2020, and this is also Willie Mays' 14th card in Project 2020, leaving each the player and the artist 6 cards to go in this set. But taking a look at their last 3 releases and the highlights of those. The highlight on Naturel is his Mariano Rivera card 233, has a modern day print run low of 1,902. That is the base that we're going to judge all print runs on going forward. And then on Willie Mays, his highlight, of course, is the Old Man Allen 2008-14, just beating out early ahead of time the Mr. Cartoon version, which is the unofficial official mascot card of CRT Sportscards. And then finishing up Monday's releases is card number 276, this Mark McGwire by Matt Taylor. And Matt Taylor's collection continues to evolve from the not needing sunglasses at the beginning to the last couple of releases. You need some sunglasses to look at these cards. They continue to improve and continue to get brighter and brighter. This card plays very, very well with the Don Mattingly that released recently. And my favorite part of the card is going to be at the bottom with sort of the measuring tape graphic where we have 583. It looks kind of like we're measuring out his home runs, and we landed at number 583 for his career. But when you take a look at the recent releases from Matt Taylor and then Mark McGwire, there is that Don Mattingly. From the highlight perspective, we have that Nolan Ryan 3186, and then before that, the card that kind of started the sort of kerfuffle around celebrating low print runs is that Mariano at 2002-92, which was then beaten by the Naturel. Looking at Mark McGwire, his most recent highlight is that JK5, the second burger card of Project 2020, 3004-19, but most recently was his Don C at 2576. It will also surprise no one here that when it comes to my card of the day on this Monday, it will be the Willie Mays by Naturel. Even though my shirt right here matches that Mark McGwire by Matt Taylor, I'm going to go with the Willie Mays. I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here, but the key here is, what did the fans say? What did the fans purchase on day number 1? It is now 8 o'clock p.m. on the West Coast. I did just take a look at the pre-order data, and after the first 8 or 9 hours of release, the Willie Mays came in at 7 pre-orders, and the Mark McGwire came in at 9. So both under double digits this early on into the buying time. These numbers are not relative to last week. Last week and the week before, I was checking at 10:30 p.m. So these numbers could go up a little bit by then over the next couple of hours. But when you think of these numbers versus last week, where do those numbers put this card? they put it very, very close to the Mariano. But I do not believe either one of these cards is going to finish under 2,000. When I think of the Willie Mays by Naturel, I think of another Gregory Siff, Sandy Koufax, right around 2.2, maybe 2.3. And then the Mark McGwire by Matt Taylor. You know, Matt Taylor has a strong following right now. Not an F. strong following, but a pretty strong following. And when you mix this card with Matt Taylor's fan base, I think the Mark McGwire, maybe 2.4, maybe 2.5. So while we sit here and wait for the results to come in on the first two cards this week, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button so you are notified the minute I post up my video each and every night here on YouTube.